Week 3 in the NFL was quite eventful. Started off in London, like I said earlier. Yahoo was streaming this game. Don't think anyone fucking watched this game, though. Jesus Christ. 44-7. They made Mercedes Lewis look like he was Robert Gronkowski in this game. Jesus Christ. The Ravens are usually better than this. Jeez Louise. Whew. Man, they decided to protest all game. That's funny. But wow. I just can't believe the Jags did that. Like, Blake Bortles went off. Like, I like the Jags. See, I've always thought they were a good team. But then after, they started losing too much, I thought they were a fraud. So I was like, ooh, fuck the Jags. They're a fraud. But they're starting to develop here. They're starting to, put some pieces together. Maybe they can build on this early 2-1 record. Bills Broncos. This one was really surprising as well. I heard the Von Miller penalty cost them this game. Dang, that was so petty by the refs. The refs fucked that one up. I mean, jeez, but just the refs doing all sorts of stuff this week. I'll cover it a little bit later. A little more in depth, but the Broncos the fact that they let up 26 points to the Bills and only and less points to the Cowboys is what surprises me. The Cowboys have a better offense than the Bills, but the Bills came in with that upset mentality, man. Jeez. The Bills, dang, that's why you gotta play every week. That's what they say in the NFL, you can't slack off, can't do anything. I mean, Tyrod Taylor threw 2 touchdowns in this game. Honestly, offensively, they didn't play too well. I think that Bills defense sort of shut them down. Even without Darby and Gilmore left, but that defense is still holding its own. They're still playing pretty solidly well. They got good DTs and stuff. But nice upset win for the Bills, going 2-1 here. And the Broncos dropping their first game. Steelers Bears. This had the funniest mistake in NFL history, I feel like. This dude was about to score a touchdown at the end of the half. They wouldn't have even had to go to overtime if he had scored this touchdown. I saw the play description online, and it was crazy. The fact that they still got 3 points out of that from a fumble. Oh my God! It tapped out of bounds, and there was a penalty, and and it was just fucking crazy. What? This dude was so close to scoring a touchdown, and he started showboating early. What a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Have some IQ, man. Oh my... Man, they still won. And the funny part was they had another touchdown called back, and then they scored anyway. I think the Steelers' defense got really tired in this game. I don't know. Steelers, they look inconsistent so far, so I don't know about Super Bowl contender. But the Bears got that one in overtime. Falcons-Lions, this was another ref game. Another weird ref game but I just think for the Lions, they have to play better in the first half, you know what I mean? If they had played like that in the first half, they might have actually won. But they turn it on at the wrong moment, and then it's just, you can't win. It's kind of tough, But it's it's good for the Falcons still going undefeated. That's nice for them. But good job for the Matt Ryan trying to recover from that huge choke last year, obviously, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was actually. Never mind. 28-3 in the third quarter. Come on, you gotta know better than that. Jeez Louise. Browns Colts. Jacoby Brissett played a lot better than I thought he would. The Browns defense was a little bit better than that, but dang, the Browns they came back a little bit in the fourth quarter. They make the scores close, but they compete at a high level as well. But right now they're just not able to hit the on switch right now in terms of wins. Really thought the Browns would get this upset. Didn't see the Colts getting this one, but hey, the Colts, getting a win to keep them afloat in that AFC South. And in conference, Jacoby Brissett's, he's a solid quarterback. So I don't see him being like a Tom Brady, but he's floatable. He was good in that Bill Belichick system last year. Like I said, I thought he would play pretty decently in this game because they're playing the fucking Browns. But Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Buccaneers Vikings. Mike Evans freaking threw a cooler on the floor in this game. This game was hysterical. I thought it was hilarious how the Buccaneers are losing this bad to the fucking Vikings. They let Case Keenum throw 3 touchdowns. That's how you know you lost. Okay? That's how you know you lost. And they were trying to make a comeback, and it was so, like, the game was already over by the time they're trying to make a comeback. Like, honestly, I don't know what happened to them. The Vikings defense is good, okay? But Jameis Winston, I feel like, is a good quarterback who just can't close out games. So I was like, oh, maybe they were gonna like be decent and sort of win the. You see, this is the problem with the Buccaneers. They don't win the easy ones. Then when they get to the harder ones, they lose those too, and all of a sudden they're like 7-9. You know, like these teams, they gotta like step it up. And I thought he would, but not last week. Patriots Texans. I watched this game. This game was a lot of fun. Deshaun Watson played out of his mind. The Texans played out of their mind. Their defense was top gear. Their offense was top gear. But sometimes against a great quarterback like Tom Brady, it doesn't matter, right? Like you could be top gear in everything, and it's just not gonna matter because some days the GOATs show up and they score 5 touchdowns and you can't do anything about it. See, I just think the problem was at the end they had a fumble that they didn't recover, they had an interception they didn't pick off, and I just think those mistakes compounded. And I do think their mistake of not going for the touchdown. I felt like when they kicked that field goal, it was already over because the Patriots won. See, you gotta when you get in the red zone, score the damn touchdowns against Tom Brady. If you don't get the touchdowns, you're losing that game. But they probably thought Deshaun Watson, their defense was playing sort of decently, but. Good game. First pick 6 for Tom Brady, Javette and Clowney. But Patriots get this one in a thriller. Great game. Some of these afternoon games were really nice. 20-6, except for this one probably. 20-6. Jay Cutler had I don't know. When I checked the stat line, I don't know if Jay Cutler even had 100 yards passing. Jay Cutler played like ass, but they had a consolation touchdown at the end. You know, so they wouldn't look too embarrassing. I think the Jets sort of hurt their planking choices. They hurt their planking chances, but I don't know, man. I don't feel like this was a game where the Jets had to win, but this just made Jay Cutler. See, I was praising Jay Cutler last week for a big win, and now I'm going to rip Jay Cutler for a bad loss. But this Jets defense is really good, so I honestly do think, the Dolphins, maybe it was just an off week for them, but this is a division game, which is a huge deal for them. So, 20-6 for the Jets, big win there. Eagles, Giants. This game was crazy. The Eagles. See that defense, that freaking Giants defense kept them in it the whole game because our offense, we were up 14-0 going to the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter, Odell scored 2 touchdowns, not 1, 2 motherfucking touchdowns. In the fourth quarter. And the problem was we choked. We fumbled. We didn't play well. Offensively, I feel like we choked. Because here's the thing. It's 14-0 in 3 quarters. If we had scored 17, 21, the game, it's over. We would have won because the mindset of the game changes so much more when it's like 21-0, 14-0. But it was only 14-0. And we let him chip. We let him stay in it, and Odell came back and scored 2 touchdowns. And then he threw one to Sterling Shepard, and the field was wide open. See, this is what happens when you have terrible corners, okay? When you have terrible corners, if you don't end the game at some point, they're going to get burned. And we got burned 3-4 straight times by they have good receivers, but still, just unbelievable. And then at the end, after we went and scored a touchdown, we let up a fucking field goal. Man, and then we had to go make a difficult drive and go hit a game-tying field goal instead of scoring a touchdown. And Jake Elliott's a rookie kicker, so I was so, not rookie kicker, but he was signed off the practice squad, so I was scared as hell, is he gonna make this kick, right? But then we somehow miraculously got the ball back. See, I think this is the mistake the Giants made. They gave us the ball back in good field position, and you know what we did? We went down and we kicked a 61-yarder. See, now I felt like this was Hail Mary time. You know what I mean? Like I was like, throw it up, Zach Ertz. Someone goes Trey Burton. Someone goes vertical and catches this crazy shit, and we win, right? But no, they were like, let's kick the 61-yarder. And I was watching this kick. I watched it go in, and I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it went in. Eagles with a huge win. We're going 2-1. We're the leaders of the division right now, but I shouldn't get too happy about that. Still a lot of division games to go, you know. Saints Panthers. This is a division battle. The Saints saved themselves from an abyss here, from going 0-3. Big win for them. They played well defensively, actually. That young defense, for once, played pretty well. Can't rip into them. Jeez. 34-13. The Saints get it done. Just can't believe, you know, Drew Brees out here throwing 3 touchdowns. Cam Newton wasn't really himself. You know, Christian McCaffrey played kind of well. 9 receptions, 101 yards. But just the Panthers look a little bit out of sync right now. And it's just, I mean, they won. They're 2-1, but they just look too much out of sync. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what happens with them. Seahawks, Titans, like I predicted, the Titans pulled the upset. I just feel like offensively, the Seahawks just aren't getting there right now. Defensively, offensively, they scored 4 touchdowns, okay? And Russell Wilson threw, but they just were a little bit out of sync for me, and I didn't see it happening. But the Titans scored all field goals in the first half. In the second half, in the third quarter, they really pulled away, is what really put it together. The Seahawks almost made a comeback. It was 33-14. Seahawks pulled it all the way to 33-27, but, you know, they recovered their onside kick and all the formalities, and easy win for the Titans. Not easy win, but, you know, second half, they just burned them and got the dub. The Titans offensively, right now, I think they're gonna catch on fire because of this game's gonna build some confidence for them. Obviously, Seahawks have road problems because the 12th man is so lit, but you know, the Packers and the Bengals. The Bengals played the perfect game in the first half, but sometimes when you play the perfect game against the GOATs like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, it doesn't work. And Aaron Rodgers came to play in the second half, and that's when you knew it was kind of over. He hit one to Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson in the second half. You know, they were down 21-7, and he scored a touchdown, and then he scored, I think it was 10 points in the fourth quarter, and he got the job done. The Bengals really should have, you know, tried to close this one out, but the Bengals they played the perfect game in the first half, put themselves in an opportunity to win the game, and Aaron Rodgers just said, no. Like, when I was watching this game, I was really surprised. I was like, dang, they played so... And Joe Mixon was playing well. And the whole team was just like, wow. They were just really, really fast. And they were just, you know, playing great. And Tony Romo was calling this game. They put bonus coverage on after the Chargers game. And this was, you know, I watched the ending of this one. Crazy. Aaron Rodgers passed to, I think it was Geronimo Allison. That catch, and then they set him up for the field goal perfectly. You know, that Packers defense finally got off the field. They gave the Packers the ball, and the Packers went and bam, 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 2-3 plays. That's it. It's over. Aaron Rodgers, you know, doing his thing. Fourth quarter, man. Discount double check. So, good job. Good job for the Packers. Getting the job done. Taking down the Cincy Bengals. I think Marvin Lewis is going to get canned if he loses another 2 or 3 games, but Packers get it done. Good job. 3-point win. The Chiefs and the Chargers, I knew the Chiefs were going to win. The Chiefs didn't really do much in terms of this game. They just picked off Phillip Rivers twice and scored 2 touchdowns off of it. Phillip Rivers played a terrible game, which is probably the reason why the Chargers lost so badly. Kareem Hunt broke one out at the end of the game. 17 carries, 172. And this is Chargers defense. It's expected that, you know, he puts up big numbers because that Chargers defense is completely ass. But, you know, good job for the Chiefs getting 2 touchdowns early, and that was basically it because Chargers only scored 10 points, so those 2 touchdowns in the first quarter changed the mindset of the game. Phillip Rivers, I thought, was being a little too aggressive. They had a lot of chances in the third quarter that they blew, so good one for the Chiefs, moved to 3-0, and Chargers probably out of the playoff contention now, 0-3. The Redskins, you know, this was really, really surprising. Especially Samaje Perine, but Redskins get it done. They put it all together against the Raiders. Redskins, I always said this about the Redskins. Their defense, Ryan Kerrigan, Will Compton, got a good defense. Got a good D-line. Josh Norman, they got solid team for them. But I just didn't see them beating the Raiders. Not this badly, at least. But Kirk Cousins, that Raiders defense is a little weak. The Redskins defense is a lot stronger. Redskins are maybe a little bit of a better team when you look at it analytically and analyze when you really, really want to look and analyze it. But yeah, big time win for the Redskins, getting the primetime win. They went out, easy. It was over at the first half. 27-10, easy win. Cowboys Cardinals. The Cardinals had their numbers sort of a little bit, but in the first half, but the Cowboys were able to sort of bounce back a little bit second half with Elliott and that amazing Dez Bryant touchdown. Great play by Dez Bryant, and that Larry Fitzgerald catch, Carson Palmer, they tried their hardest, but they pulled away in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys, Just the Cowboys being the Cowboys, doing their things, The Cowboys, think they're going to go back to normal, Good job for them. Good win for them, actually. The Cardinals are a solid team, getting the good win. I think the Cowboys have a tougher schedule this year, so obviously they have to play more tougher games, which means more of these fourth quarter pullouts, But good game. Good week in the NFL. Great week in the NFL, actually. Amid all the protests and everything, which I'm going to cover a little bit later as well. I think it was a great week for the NFL. I think they did a lot of good things, and I think they made it. I think this is a type of weeks where viewership goes off the limit, because what a week! I hope all weeks are like this. This week was absolutely nuts. Those games and the afternoon games were really good. The Bengals, and then just absolutely craziness going on. Honestly, but good slate of games. Hope it's like this every week. Can't wait.